having this 38th Cryptalk in Ahmedabad. All of you can keep on enjoying the high tea also, and at the same time, those who have finished can come forward and sit here. So this is the 38th Cryptalk. Welcome here, everyone. I know some of you have traveled from different places, and thank you so much for being here. We are first time in Ahmedabad. So, came to everyone. How are you all? So, thank you so much for our partners today. We have Gladiator, we have PNGVN, and we are going to have a very insightful panel discussion also today. So, the agenda of this Cryptalk, let me give you a brief. Are you all comfortable with English? Everyone comfortable with English? Okay, perfect. So the agenda of Cryptalk is to educate people, aware people about blockchain, about tokenization, how it's working, how it all started. And this is a very good learning platform for everyone, networking platform, for the newbies to connect with the industry experts. Cryptalk, we have been conducting in different countries like Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia. Of course, India, we have done multiple Cryptalks in Dubai, in London. So we have a global team, and we are trying to put efforts towards, spreading awareness about blockchain. I just want to understand, background of majority of the people. Like, may I know how many of you are developers here? Okay, majority developers. Okay, marketing agencies, marketing people. Okay, 4, 5, great. And may I know some blockchain consultants here? Great, superb. So we've got a very relevant, attendance here, and I'm sure it will be beneficial for those who are coming for the first time, as we are first time in Ahmedabad. And I just also want to know, like, how many of you have been investing in digital assets, stock market kind of things? Great. How many of you are coming here for the first time to learn everything and connect with people? Learners, students, superb. I am also a student. I'm also learning here from all of you, because I keep on learning. This industry is an ocean. This technology is an ocean where, every day, if you keep on learning, still there is something new to learn. So why I'm asking these questions? Because today, all of you are definitely not going back empty-handed. This Cryptalk is going to give you a lot of things about blockchain, about the tokenization, how Coinstore as an exchange operating, how Coinstore Lab is incubating and accelerating new projects in the industry, how we are launching new use cases. So there will be a good long discussion. So we'll be starting with a brief introduction about Coinstore and how we have been, impacting this space with our presence in multiple expos and meetups. So I invite our regional head, Mr. Ramesh Srikonda, on the stage. Please give him a huge round of applause, guys. Thank you so much, Ramesh.
Thank you, Anurag. Sorry, guys, to keep you all waiting, but actually 4 p.m. was the time, which we wanted to start. Okay, because 3 to 4 was our rehearsal and registration. Yes, I think Anurag, thank you for giving like a short introduction. Came to Ahmedabad, Mazama? Arey wah, kya baat hai. Jai Mata Di. So, Ahmedabad has been so vibrant every time I come here, but definitely not for Coinstore, but I've been here. Very vibrant city. It says that, people in Ahmedabad have business in their blood. Okay, so business-minded people. So it's a great to see everybody here. and thank you so much for taking time. So I'm part of Coinstore from last 2.5 years, and been with blockchain and Web3 in last 5 years. Worked with different projects, use cases. Then been part of many exchanges also. And this is the first time we are doing this event in Ahmedabad. Of course, we have done, as Anurag mentioned, we have done Cryptalk in multiple sessions, multiple cities, multiple countries. We have done in Gurgaon, Indore, Hyderabad, but yet for Gujarat, this is the first time. I will just give a quick overview about Coinstore, where we are. So Coinstore, as you can see, there were a lot of standees here. I'm sure many of you all would have scanned, the QR code and seen the website. How many of you all have downloaded the Coinstore app? Okay, thank you. Few of you all, I don't see you guys have downloaded. But as an exchange, we have been into from last 4 years, and we are very popular in Southeast Asia. If you look at our tagline, this is the first choice for the initial launch. So most of the blockchain use case, layer 1, layer 2, native chain, there are many Web3 projects. Most of them, they prefer Coinstore as the first initial exchange to launch their tokens, okay, because we provide multiple services. So as an exchange, currently we have 8 million plus users which are registered, okay, and we've got around 1.7 million monthly websites. These are the visits from the users, and on average, we have the daily active users of 150K to 200K. During the high market, okay, when the market is at peak, it goes up to 200K to 250K also. And if you look at the volume is quite high here. And we are doing, like as I said, we have onboarded more than 700 projects so far on our exchange. And there are multiple services what we are providing as an exchange. If you look at this standee, you can see we are providing spot trading, we are providing futures trading. Also, we have our launchpad where we are giving an opportunity for any Web3 startup to go for a public launch. If they want to allocate any token before listing in the actual spot market, we are giving them like a public launch round where they can allocate X amount of token, and we can do like a pre-marketing for them before initial exchange offering, and also after the completion of IO, we provide them the marketing services. So any new Web3 startup, they want to create like a hype before even they are listed on the token on spot market, and if they want people to know about their project, their use case, their roadmap, so we give that as an opportunity. But yes, we have futures trading also, which is something our signature product. We are doing a lot of activities to increase the volumes, and also we are running multiple campaigns like affiliate campaigns so that we can increase the volume. So I will talk about that futures affiliate part probably later. But if you look at our users presence, we've got a very strong presence in Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia, Vietnam, Malaysia, where we have the maximum users. Of course, from India, we have around 15% of users. And if you look at overall, we also have users from Africa, which is again pro-crypto or pro-digital asset and blockchain, blockchain country, and it's growing very fast. So we have users from 150 countries, and we are growing very fast. Our next immediate milestone is to have around close to 15 million users, okay, by quarter 1 of 2025. and we are establishing in multiple countries. Of course, our headquarters is from Singapore. We have another operation which is in Malaysia. We are also registered in Dubai, and so we are a global exchange. Okay, so if you call us like an Indian exchange, we are not. Okay, but yes, we support users. We support users from 150 plus countries, and we have a team of 200 plus full-time employees across the world. Most of the team members, they operate from Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai, and Southeast Asia. We have team in different countries. So this is all about our users. As I mentioned, this Web3 is quite new. It's still at the initial stage, and most of the awareness or most of the exposure for any blockchain use case you will find, of course, through this offline educational meetups. But apart from that, we try to participate in maximum global expo, like Web3 Expo or a Blockchain Expo. Like if you look at some of the pics here, recently we got a chance to attend Token 2049, which was held in Singapore. We did one brand conference event also, and we were also part of GM Vietnam and Coinfest Bali. How many of you all have actually attended Web3 Global Expo? Yeah, I think some of you all. Yax was one of the speaker also. Okay, very active in Web3 space. But in India, of course, there are many meetups which are planned. Something which is going to come in October. You all should have a look at it. Even like apart from exchange, we have another arm which is called Coinstore Labs. So Coinstore Labs is a Web3 accelerator arm, incubator arm. We are supporting all the stealth mode projects. If you look at the current slide, this is a hackathon which we have taken initiative, and this is one of the successful first hackathon which we did in the month of June. And I can tell, if you look at the kind of reward, we have allocated almost $200,000 worth of rewards for any projects which is qualified. Of course, there is a split of the reward also. We are giving like different category of rewards. So this was one of the successful event which we did, and even ICP, which is again top 10 blockchain. Most of you all who are into digital asset trading would know about ICP. So ICP is a partner. We recently finished one hackathon with ICP. So we are taking a lot of initiative to connect to the developers also. So I see there are many participants who have come from the development space. So huge opportunity. Even you can submit your project for any upcoming hackathon. If you have any use case built on maybe EVM chain or maybe any layer 0, layer 1, layer 2, or you can submit if you have a very good case study and if the contract is live. So stay tuned for our upcoming hackathon, which is going to happen on Coinstore very soon. Then perpetual futures. So this is our immediate milestone right now. So apart from spot trading, we are also going to focus on perpetual futures. How many of you all are doing perpetual futures? Awesome. So for perpetual futures, something which we are planning is we are trying to engage some influencers, partners. We are looking for anyone who can support as an affiliate partner, so business partner. So that program is something which we are going to report very soon. So those who have joined our community, you will get that update. These are some upcoming events where Coinstore is going to participate. In India, we are going to participate in India Blockchain Summit, which is happening in Delhi. But apart from that, we are also participating in Dubai Future Blockchain Summit. So this is the nearest upcoming expo event which is happening. So if anybody wants to get more exposure at the global level, do visit this expo. I'm sure you'll learn a lot of things about what's happening in Web3 and blockchain space. So this is one of our strength, I can say, Coinstore. We just don't want to sit somewhere part of the world and operate. Okay, we go to many offline meetups and events so that we can make more friends, more partners. And that is the reason you can see Gladiator is one of our partner. You can also see, Diamond Standard is one of our partners. So we have many partners who are here, like Yax is also one of our partner. We exchange ideas, we try to support each other. Okay, so and of course we would like to make new partners also. So we do World Tour Expo, we do Cryptalk, the one which we are doing right now. It's only it's more like an educational offline event. Okay, where we want to connect people, we want people to know each other, what they are doing in this space. Okay, then we do live streaming. So even in our app on website, you see there is a live interview which we do directly with the core team of the projects, any new innovative blockchain use case, so that they can connect to our people directly. They can connect to the traders, they can connect to our community who are active on our social media and also who are active on our website and on our app. Then we do again a very informal meetups which is called Coinstore Connect. Okay, it's more like a CS Connect meetup which we do. And yes, conference is more like a brand conference event, which is at a bigger level, where we normally do brand conference in any global country where we have any expo. We do a brand conference dedicated to our partners. So this is the overall engagement activities which we do apart from our online marketing campaign. Next. Just some of the pics you can see here. These are quite recent one. Okay, this is the team. This is the kind of design which we offer to our partners. Next. Yeah. So these are the small meetups which we do. Okay. This is Cryptalk again. Of course, in the next Cryptalk you will see Ahmedabad pics on the slide. And this is the live streaming which I was talking about. Okay, so yeah, so there are different theme what we use, like AMA session. It's more like Ask Me Anything, where even community and users, viewers, they can connect to the project. They can ask question. Okay, they can ask direct question with the founder. What is the roadmap? What is the utility of this token? And any questions if they have. They can ask directly. Then we have something which is called Market Insiders. This is also something which we give any opportunity to any promising blockchain. And then we have something called like Star of the Month, where we give like a shout out to our projects and partners. Okay. All right. So this is my last slide. Thank you so much. And I would like to invite Anurag, to take up the next agenda. Any questions you have so far for Coinstore? No, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ramesh. Again, a big round of applause to Ramesh. He has traveled all the way from Mumbai and sharing out of his experiences, and he has a very good experience in this industry, and he has been traveling in different international expos of Coinstore, representing Coinstore. So and I also want to make you all aware that again I'm saying this, that we have certain partners who have placed their standee here. I don't know how many of you are aware or not, or if anyone of you are not with that mindset, please try to explore such things where any project is giving away a certain amount of reward. Then you can scan the QR code and understand. Before even taking the giveaway or taking any airdrop, all of you should understand what exactly this project does. So if I talk about our partner Gladiator, then they are into metaverse and they are building something amazing. If you are participating in their giveaway, then there is a huge scope of growth for all of you. You can grow your assets. They are giving a very decent amount of reward here, worth $25. So that's a huge reward. And in the next session, we'll be having a panel discussion. So next slide. Is our speaker ready, Ms. Saima? Could you please check?
Hello, can you hear me?
So Saima is representing one of our partners,
Hello.
GNGVN. So she is joining us virtually from Europe.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Saima Chowdhury. I'm one of the founders and COO of the GNG business model. It's my job today to present to you the Penguin token. GNG community and GNG IM are proud to present Penguin, a token backed by a strong community. Let's start by setting the scene. GNG carried out extensive market studies of the crypto market in 2022. And this is what we found. The NFT market was set for exponential growth. This is tied in with the increasing use of digital asset users, coupled with Web 3.0 developments and real-world assets hitting the market. And this is set for exponential growth in the coming years to follow. Our research into the NFT space was hugely supported by a number of external reports. One of those such reports was that from Technavio that was predicting a rise in this market by 600% over the next 3 to 5 years. And this is what we are interested in, this rising market. The only major problem faced in the crypto space is that of volatility. Constant volatility in the market makes it very difficult for everyday people to get the maximum benefits from the crypto space. So how do you secure investments in a volatile market? Well, a model that's been used for decades, in fact, hundreds of years, is that of the index fund. And that's exactly what we have created here with the GNG opportunity and the Penguin token. If we look at the market in 2022, the stock market was at $98.56 trillion. The crypto market had a market cap of $1.01 trillion. Funds and index funds were at $61 trillion, yet there were no index funds within the crypto space at that time. Of course, the situation is now changing. Since 2022, the stock market has seen an increase by around 3%, and the crypto market, as a result, has seen an increase of well over 100%, which makes this an absolutely exciting space to be in. We've also seen through ETFs now that there are big institutional investors coming into the crypto space, namely companies like MicroStrategy, Fidelity, BlackRock, to name a few. And this is now starting to expand within the crypto space. Yet there are no funds or index funds within this space. And that's the gap that the GNG opportunity and the Penguin token is going to fill. The other surprising thing in this space, within the crypto space, are the communities of huge followers, but with little to no capital gain. And we see that it's the communities that make all the difference. If we look at Immutable in 2022, it had over 500 million followers. The Bored Ape Yacht Club boasted 1 million followers, and the Ethereum community was growing well beyond 2 million followers. In 2024, Pi Network set a precedence with the fastest growing community of over 3 million followers in a very short space of time. So that we see that for projects, communities are the key to success. But how much the communities actually gain for this is very little. And that's another niche in the market that the GNG opportunity and the Penguin token has filled. The Penguin token is the world's first tokenized fund. It's a perfect synergy concept of two companies working together to create an explosive opportunity for all. G&G Community is a unique financial instrument. Through the sale of its brand building NFTs, it offers 95% of the revenue back to the community that helps to support to grow it. 25% of our revenue is invested in our index fund. 20% of the revenue is set aside for dividend payouts. 50% is paid to the community as community rewards to build the community, and the company takes 5% to keep the whole model running. Global NFT Group Investment Management is contracted by G&G Community to manage the funds on behalf of the community. And we do this all on blockchain. So it's an open and transparent opportunity for everyone to see how we're growing over time. Penguin holds real value from day one. It's the combined value of 130 companies in one token, which we call our Penguin Index. Our index comprises of the top 100 NFT projects, the top 15 cryptocurrencies, and the top 15 AI projects in this space. This is what makes the Penguin Index, and this is the value in one token, the value of 130 companies. And what a bright future it is. If we look at what's expected to happen in this market by 2030, then the Penguin Index is set for fantastic growth over the coming years. The crypto users are set to grow by 1 billion users by 2030. Digital asset holders by 2030 will cross 5 billion users, and the real-world assets market is set to reach $17 trillion by 2030. And this is what makes this space so exciting. All assets that have real value will be authenticated by smart contracts through NFTs. And that's why we're so interested in this market. Our diversified investments cover the whole of the market. And that's why an index fund is so important in this space, because it looks at the market as a whole. So if we can see from this graph, you can see that we are covering the whole of the NFT, AI, and crypto landscape through one token, the Penguin token. Our edge is what we call the triple effect. It's an exceptional product in a rising market. We have a fixed supply of 250 million Penguin tokens set to grow through massive exponential growth over the next coming years. That, coupled with capital injection monthly through the sale of our brand building NFTs, is what brings continuous value to the Penguin token. And we pay out quarterly dividends to our token holders who hold the token for the long run. This is the first time in this space that a project actually pays out dividends in cash to the community members that hold the token. Penguin token has it all. It's more than a tokenized fund. It's the value of 130 companies in one token. The Penguin token has a fixed supply of 250 million tokens. It has real value from day one as we invest in this rising market of 130 companies through one token. It has continuous capital injection through monthly capital raised from the sale of our brand building NFTs through our G&G community. This, coupled with the growth or expected market growth, plus the dividend quarterly payouts based on turnover in the G&G community, is what gives us our market value. A constant supply of 250 million tokens with the value of 130 companies, with capital monthly injection, the predicted growth in the rising NFT and crypto space, coupled with dividend payouts every quarter, is what gives us real market value and strength moving forward. G&G community has many unique selling points, and I'll go through the main ones with you here. Our systems are now all Web 3.0 compliant with full back office functionality. We're the first company to provide a smart wallet solution for onboarding members, where you can create a digital wallet using your email. We have an amazing hyper compression compensation plan that pays out our community members fairly. That's 50% in commissions paid out to the community for building the business moving forward. You always hold your money and tokens in your own wallet. We have a multiple six-figure reoccurring earners, and we've only been in business for 18 months. We have an instant payout in real money, 100% payable on a weekly basis, and we've just paid 77 consecutive weekly payments in commissions, with over 3 million paid out to our community members that have helped us to grow the business to where it is today. We've also paid out $1.2 million in dividends through a revenue share program through our own Penguin app, all visible on the blockchain. We are live on the Ethereum blockchain with our ERC20 token. We're fully security audited within the token space, and will continue our auditing within the normal business spaces as well. And our token holds real value assets, and that's a world first before listing, that the token will hold real value and then we list. We have the first blockchain asset management system in the world where you can see our investments in real time. And we list the Penguin token on Coinstore, which is what we're really excited about, on the 14th of October, 2024. In order for us to build a real value, we have many, many business tools. We have the gng.community website where you can see everything about the growth of the community. We have the gngim.com investment website where you can see everything about our investments in real time. We have the penguintoken.com website. That's everything to do with the Penguin token, with our white paper that has been recognized as a fantastic piece of work in this space. We also have the BAM, which is our blockchain asset management. Again, a world first in this space where you see our investments in real time on the blockchain. These are the tools that give us amazing value in this space and our unique selling points to keep this business growing for many, many years to come. And now we have just become the first company to have a Web 3.0 back office that gives more value back to community members on this amazing journey with us. Our Penguin listing will be on the 14th of October, 2024, and we're really excited to be working with Coinstore for this. Coinstore has proved to be a fantastic listing partner for us. We will have a very short period of an initial exchange offering from the 7th of October 2024, and then our full listing on Coinstore. That will be the listing of the Penguin token on the 14th of October 2024. And we hope that you will all join us to be a part of this amazing and thriving token well into the future. I'd just like to say thank you very much for your time and listening to our presentation. We're really excited about the future. We hope you've had an amazing time in Singapore. Sorry that we couldn't be with you on this occasion, but we'll see you again very soon. And again, I'd just like to say thank you to Coinstore, especially to Abhijit, Alvin, Ramesh, and of course, James, who have been absolutely phenomenal to support us with our marketing efforts and to help us to bring the Penguin token to all of you today. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
But I'm sure with the presentation, all of you could understand that it's a fund, like index fund, like we all know about Nifty. So it's a mutual fund and a very good use case where, you know, some of the top digital assets, they have combiningly, they have created a fund and where retail investors can take risk at a lower level and explore about the project before going ahead. Of course, it's listing with Coinstore soon, and there is an opportunity with initial exchange offering also. So we have the next presentation with Gladiator. So there is a recorded video, although Akash ji is available here with us. So after the video, if all of you have any query, then you can directly ask about the project. Okay, thank you so much. Please play the video.
We've always been at the forefront of the latest technology. We are enhanced experiences with our BT Sport app. And now we're at the dawn of a whole new era. A breakthrough that will truly revolutionise the way we enjoy the beautiful game. Get ready for the immersive media revolution. What this all means is that with 5G, every seat will be the best seat in the house. Literally.
Oh, you're here, are you?
Yeah, sorry, mate, I had to take the dog out. You'll be able to share every moment in real time wherever you are with whoever you choose to. And no lag. This is what ultra-low latency looks like. A reaction time that you simply wouldn't believe.
Alexander Arnold, perfectly done. Salah's in here. He scored!
Never miss a thing with an untethered viewing experience.
You watching this?
Yeah, I've got it on.
And it's a penalty to City. He saved it!
Guaranteed every time.
It means we can bring the viewer at home to the heart of the action and the power of broadcast to everyone at the stadium.
No, look. Look, it doesn't touch the ball. The reliability and speed of 5G will enable us to control an array of cameras that will create a total field of view.
Where would you hit it?
Top left.
Unlocking ways of seeing every moment. From the optimum, unobstructed angle, giving our production teams unlimited creative freedom. And if you miss anything, multi-angle replays will let you see it again and again in your own time.
Oh, it's fantastic!
Bamian.
All of this can be experienced with devices like these glasses. And in the future, maybe even without. I can make you disappear.
Stop it. The game is the same as it ever was.
But the possible is unlimited.
Oh, I've got a message. From Bamian.
Unleash your dreams. Break the limits. Believe in the unbelievable where the impossible becomes reality. Unleash your inner warrior, gladiator. Conquer the future. Invest today.
So guys, big round of applause for Gladiator. They're building something unbelievable which we can believe, and the product is under development. I would request Akash sir to come forward on the stage to explain a bit about your product development. You know, and then people can ask the direct questions also. Please, huge round of applause for Akash. He is the founder of Gladiator.
Hi all. So we are building a pitch vision wherein you can, with the comfort of your home, you can go to watch every live matches, and you can feel the experience that you are sitting in the this stadium only. So this is really a new experience. Only one of the token is doing like this, which is hero token. And we are directly doing this thing from the live streaming. So you guys, if you have any questions regarding this, you can ask me.
Any questions, please?
Yeah. So we have 5,555 NFTs of stadiums. You can check our website. So you can have everything over there, white papers and all those things. So here, what will happen, that if you hold an NFT, then if live streaming match is going on, so you have to stake that NFT, and whoever's NFT will be there, anyone who want to see the live streaming, he has to go out there and pay some rent to that person, out of which company takes 30%, and out of that 30%, 20% goes to the live streaming, whoever means, like IPL is going on, so IPL will be taking off 20% of that stake. So that's how it will be working.
Okay, so it's based on the NFT.
Yeah, it's based on NFT.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other question, guys?
Yeah, it's a fungible token, and we will be listing on this also. And what Pitch Vision is doing is we have three different applications: FanCrypt, Pitch Vision, and GRush. GRush is walk-to-earn mechanism, like you have seen walk-to-earn. If you are walking, then you will getting the tokens. The same as GTR tokens you can earn from walking. Again, for walking, you need that NFTs to be staked. Then only you can walk in that stadium, and then you can have that tokens to your account. Then FanCrypt is an option where you can have fantasy sports like Dream 11. But here what will happen, this is totally on blockchain. So you don't have to pay any taxes over there. That's how it will be working.
Okay, so can we redeem these gladiator tokens back to the normal currency or any other?
Yeah, you can.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it will be listed soon on Coinstore. Here is the reward for you all, guys. You can scan the QR code. It's available on the screen as well. So the giveaway is exclusive to this event. You can avail it. Any other questions, please? Yep.
Yeah.
So you mentioned it's a live streaming based, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned this is live streaming based.
Yeah.
So question is, it's a decentralized streaming or the centralized streaming?
No, satellite streaming.
Centralized.
Yeah, centralized.
Can you extend it to decentralized streaming? So if I go to the stadium, I can stream from my mobile, possibly, and then I will get paid.
No,
I mean,
we will be streaming from the providers.
Okay.
Like Star
Yeah, got
Sports.
it.
Star
Yeah.
Sports is streaming because everything will be rights. If we have rights, then only we can stream, right?
right.
So
Yeah.
if Star Sport is giving us the exclusive rights, then they will be taking some of the amount
Correct.
from your account.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the questions, guys. Any other last one we can take if there is anyone? All good. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
sir, for your
thank you.
insights. Thank you. Now, next we'll be having a very insightful panel discussion, guys. This is something going to add a lot of value to all of your knowledge, and I would ask the hotel guys to please arrange the chairs here if possible. Who's here? Please arrange the 5 chairs. We've got panelists today. We have Shashank Sena, who has come from Indore. He's representing Diamond Standards, the team of Diamond Standards, and there are multiple tokens in this ecosystem, so they'll be sharing their knowledge and discussing about today's panel topics. And then we have Yaksh Seth, who I don't know if there is anyone who doesn't know him, because he's very famous in this industry and keeps traveling to different expos, events, meetups. So we are glad to have him today here. Then we have Mayur Sidpara, having a very profound experience in Web3 marketing. And then we have Rajni today, traveled from Surat and having a very good experience working since past 4 or 5 years. So this panel discussion, I invite all 4 of you to please come on the stage, and Ramesh to please coordinate the panel discussion. Big round of applause, guys. Thank you.
All right, I think many of you all would have known already, their names, but I want each one of them to give a short introduction about themselves, because they are doing something really great. A lot of things to learn from them. I know Yaksh for more than 2.5 years now, and I really inspired by Yaks, and I think few I've just met, but I'm sure everybody has some insights to share. Okay, and they want to talk about what they're been doing. Okay, so Yaks, probably.
Sure. Hello everyone, glad to see some Web3 guys and events happening in Ahmedabad. So my name is Yaksh Seth. I'm into Web3 industry since 3-4 years. So I run a company named ChainCleo. We are a Web3 consultant. So we start from conceptualization to development. We have an in-house more than 40 people. Our main headquarters is in Vadodara. We have one branch in Dubai and one in Melbourne, Australia. And I personally, as Anurag said, and so my Web3 exploration journey started. Ramesh has played a very significant role in exploring the industry. Like I was just a new beginner in the industry and got a lot of insights from him as well. So right now we manage more than 200 clients. Either it's consulting, marketing, development across the 22 countries, and I love to interact with the people, and somehow public speaking is my passion. So I keep interacting in events like Dubai crypto event, or whether it is in Bangalore, Indonesia, Singapore. So if you guys want to connect over, I'm most active on a LinkedIn. So that's from my side.
Hello everyone, my name is Rajni and I am from Surat. I am more into Bitcoin space. People are not that much into Bitcoin space, and there is so much happening since past 2 years in Bitcoin ecosystem. So I want to onboard people, and our handle is onboarding BTC, Twitter handle is. So our main focus is to educate and aware people about all the layer 1, layer 2s of Bitcoin.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank Coinstore for arranging this opportunity, as well as, Ramesh and all the team has been like really supportive, and it's great to be here amongst with Web3 enthusiasts. So my name is Mayur Siddhapara, and basically by graduation I'm a mechanical engineer, so I got that underdog story with me. So somehow like my Web3 journey started like very surprising, as a surprising event. I got to know the space in 2019. Before that I used to work in design engineering field. So and my expertise in Web3 is I mostly work with GameFi, DeFi, as well as NFT projects to help them with their growth journey, and as well as social media marketing, community growth, and consulting as well. So I would like to thank all the speakers as well for having me in here, and would love to have a great conversation with all of you. Thank you.
Hi everyone. I won't take much of your time, as I know you might be feel a bit sleepy. So yeah, I mean, in general, I'm a sort of type person. My journey started with web development and the full stack development. Now, about 2 years, about 2 years ago, a discussion came into the picture, with our clients and our team, we need to have create a sort of solution for the problems we are seeing in the ecosystem of blockchain, Bitcoin and these type of things are flashing down, up and down, unstably. So we thought of to create some investable market commodity that we can work upon, and that at that point of time, this thing came into the discussion, and we all look completely excited about that, to make diamond as an investable commodity. So from there, this journey starts on, and till now, we are doing pretty much good. So yeah, we'll talk more maybe after the panel discussion about that. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, so today's topic is going to be tokenization and blockchain, the future economy. We've been hearing about blockchain, we've been hearing about Web3, okay, many of us have been hearing about it, but this is the opportunity, this is the platform where you actually are you're going to hear from the industry experts, okay? Because it's not only me, but I think Yaks, Shashank, then Rajni, and then even Mayu, okay? They all are here so that they can share their insights, okay, about this. So my first question, okay, to Yaks, I'll start from Yaks, from that side. Okay, so what do you mean by tokenization? Because we've been hearing about token. And what is the difference between a Web 2 and a Web 3 tokenization?
Oh, yeah. So every bull run or every 2 years, we have some narratives in crypto. Like this time we are listening RW and DP as a narrative. So RWA stands for real world assets, which is a purely tokenization and decentralized physical infrastructure. So to understand these narratives, we need to understand what is tokenization. So tokenization is like very simple concept, is converting your physical or digital assets into digital tokens. And it's all about digital token ownership. And digital tokens gives you the freedom to transfer it to anyone without any geographical foundation. It brings more liquidity into the system. So to understand this, if these terms sounds more technical, what's the currency of USA? Anyone can say that? US dollars. So to understand tokenization, there is which is a pure, like if you are doing a crypto trading, everyday crypto trader use that tokenized token, which is USDT, Tether. So it's a purely tokenized asset. 1:1, if you have a USDT, Tether has that USD in their bank account. So they have tokenized them. Now imagine you want to transfer US dollars from US bank account to India. There are a lot of hierarchy there, banks, then approvals, and then many things. But you want to transfer USDT from Coinstore, just a click away. So that's the power of tokenization assets. Now, this is going extend beyond fiat currencies and everything. Like it's into real estate, it's into mining machines, it's into stock market, everything. So that's what tokenization is. Now, as you have mentioned, what is difference between Web 2 tokenization and Web 3? So tokenization in Web 3 is not that much popular, but tokenization in Web 2 is like storing a secure data into token, but in a central database. Like if you want to understand through example, if you are using any payment gateway, they will ask you to store your credit card details in token. You need to give a permission that you want to store that token. So they store that token, and mainly Web 2 tokenization is all about that single organization own that. It's not decentralized, it's centrally controlled. Whereas Web 3 tokenization is all about a digital token ownership in a distributed ledger in this blockchain, and whereas you don't have any central authority controlling it. So that's the basic difference between Web 2 and Web 3 tokenization.
So basically what you're trying to say, Yaks, is if you can just give more insights about, is it tokenization or there is something word which is called like encryption? So is that related to encryption, the one which you have mentioned?
Yeah.
Because when you mentioned about credit card, okay, so many of us are using credit cards.
Yes.
So I just wanted to clear the air if anybody is confused.
Yeah. So encryption and tokenization is somehow, it has a little bit thin difference between encryption and tokenization. So encryption is about securing a data. So you store the data through encryption. So you are protecting it through some encryption methods, and it can be decrypted if you have a decryption key. But whereas tokenization is about ownership, owning something, and it's not reversible like encryption. So encryption is reversible. So purpose of encryption would be securing the data, and purpose of tokenization would be owning the data without any interference and having more liquidity and more transferable assets. So both are different, but somehow serves the different purposes.
Okay. So I would like to ask Shashank. Okay. Yeah. Shashank, so what do you think about this? I mean, what is the purpose of tokenization? Now we know that encryption is something which is mostly like encrypting the data, okay, and tokenization. So why we are not happy with the encryption part? Why do we need tokenization?
Basically, like we can all talk about the technical terms, like we want to introduce into the system, like we have this and that, but at the end what we need is value. So when we talk about the blockchain ecosystem, the entry gate for anything that can create value in that system is actually tokens. That could be like fungible tokens, non-fungible tokens, anything you want to add. If we talk about like real world asset tokenization, so we can talk about like anything which exists in the physical world which is having a value that can be tokenized and put into a blockchain. So basically what we are trying to create a barrier or entry gate for any physical asset into the blockchain system. And that's the same thing for the credit card as well, like Yaksh has already highlighted. Like we are having a physical credit card, but that token is actually creates a value for you so that you can transact money from one end to the other end. So the whole purpose of tokenization in any of the worlds is that basically. And that actually creates a lot of use cases as well for us. Let's say in blockchain, like there are endless possibilities. Like right now we are just talking about the real world, like the assets we are seeing. But apart from the assets, you can think about anything that is anything like that. It's like, for example, we can say like there are a lot of major companies right now, like they have global presence. And they have their entities, let's say they're wrapping up the system, like let's say take example of Ford. They're wrapping up their system. They have their debts. There are use cases like you can tokenize the debts and transfer it to the different entity, and you can wrap it up. Like the way the banks are doing right now, like they are disclosing or like disposing their loans, the NPAs at a discount rates. If that thing can be put into a blockchain network like that, break the barriers across the boundaries. So that basically opens the gate like for them to like dispose those NPAs in a much more profitable way at a different discount rate that they are doing right now, because they are bounded by some let's say the barriers. So yeah, that's
okay. I think that's a very good insights. What Shashank has shared, and I just want Mayur to probably add here, because Mayur has given his introduction. I was just listening to him right from engineering, and now he's into
it's crazy.
Space. It's crazy. Yeah. So of course I don't want you to only specifically mention that it's engineering. So there are other non-engineering people would be here. Sure. Okay. So overall, what do you think? We have heard about this blockchain, and I'm like what Yes mentioned, and even what Shashank mentioned, that blockchain is playing a very vital role, because that is the underlying technology. Okay. Yeah. Why we are talking about tokenization. Okay. And of course it has its own features. Okay. And it differentiates from Web 2 to Web 3. So what is the overall growth, okay, of blockchain? What have you seen in your experience, your journey?
So first of all, if people who don't really know about blockchain, they should know about this basic history, that the concept of blockchain and the cryptography started from like one single particular idea, which is to have your own asset and have your own ownership into everything that you claim, as well as maintaining your privacy while doing that. So the whole thing started from this group of really brilliant scientists and computer scientists, as well as researchers. If you have heard about, I'm sure like Yaksh would have heard about the cypherpunks. The whole movement started before actually 2007. They were like great computer scientists, data scientists, as well as researchers who were like doing some research on how to get some exactly the type of money which is like far from, let's say, the unlimited supply. Because if the government is having unlimited supply of the money, then it's obvious fact that the inflation would be like it will also increase, as well as the more money get into the market. So the whole like concept of tokenization like came and you know the whole blockchain came from like cypherpunks. They did a lot of experiments. They first like created this Genesis blockchain for the Bitcoin. They tested out on their own computers, and that's how like the whole revolution started. So I guess the early pioneers of Bitcoin were the ones who actually started the whole blockchain revolution. And thanks to all of them, right now we are seeing use cases of the tokenization. So tokenization simply means removing all the barriers and boundaries of the ownership. And how do we do that? Let's say, for an example, if a particular guy named Bob want to own land in India, right? So how do we do that? How do you make that happen in Web 2? I would like to ask you, how would you make that happen? Bob is living in America, in the USA, and he wants to own a land in India. So if he take that piece of land and if we make value backed bond and tokenize that bond and put its value on the blockchain, because let's say the land is costing like $100K and Bob is willing to pay $10K, but he actually wants to own a piece of land. So what we'll do is we will create 100 different tokens of that single particular piece of land, and every token would be around, let's say 10K, 100K, and people who want to own that piece of land will be able to claim their token. They pay the owner of the land or whoever is controlling the whole infrastructure. They'll pay Bob will pay 10K to that, and he will be owning that piece of land. And whoever the owner is can do whatever he wants to do. And if let's say if the time passes and the real value of the money according to the real estate standard grows, then they will the owners, all of the owners will be also benefiting from that, right? So that's the very simple example. It could also be applied to concepts of digital art, physical art, as well as real estate. So that's what I think the revolution and the power of blockchain lies in, into removing the borders, removing the boundaries, and having real value of your ownership. So yeah, that's I guess that's my take.
Yeah, that's really a fantastic example. Yeah.
That was I supposed to tell when though major purpose. So world runs on a liquidity, on money. So that's what example Harsh has said. This is the reason why the more liquidity would be pumped into the system if we fractionalize the things. The way he has told the example that if the land costs 100K, how many people would capable to spend 100K? Would be 2%. If we fractionalize into 10, there would be a 30% people who can spend 10K. Same way we can tokenize money. So that's the major purpose and reason why tokenization is happening, to bring more liquidity into the system.
So I want Rajni. Yeah. So Rajni, we are not just touching the points of the real use case, like Yax mentioned about the real world asset. Okay, it's more like the real world asset on blockchain. Okay, so even same thing Mayur also added here. So what is your thought on this? I mean, because we have the audience really want to understand. Okay, and this is personally me also, that can we only limit our our thoughts for blockchain only to couple of these real world assets and all, but do you think beyond that a layman can also participate in any of this blockchain use case?
Yeah, I think anyone can participate in this use case. Like, it is not just land. If you want art, like very expensive paintings, and now these days the creators like musicians or the singers, they make their song, and they the social media, all things are like tokenized and RWA. The singer make a song, and whenever it plays, the money will go to him. The time.
That's a royalty.
That's a royalty.
Okay.
But earlier, the music company hold that. But now, via tokenizing their song, they can earn that token directly. That token come into their account. So there are many ways and many things. Even agriculture, if you take agriculture. See, in India, the only, I think, the barrier is regulation.
Okay.
So apart from regulation, if you want to understand the use case, if I am a farmer, for example, I am a farmer and I have a huge land, and on the basis of future prediction of my produce, what I will produce, I can tokenize my harvest also. So there are many use cases. In each and every product, you can tokenize it.
Got it.
Yeah, the only barrier in India is like regulation.
Yeah. So what you said is absolutely correct, that everything you can tokenize. However, like you have like youth in front of you right now. Okay, there are many experienced people also here. So how do you think they should participate? Okay, because there are different perspectives to anybody participating in digital assets or even blockchain. Okay, number one is some may take as a career, right? Second is some may take as a financial freedom. Okay, so what is your thought on probably these two things, and then I will have Mayur also to add to it.
For youth on tokenizing or coming onboarding on?
Coming onboarding, it can be career or it can be
this
anything.
whole Web3 thing? There are many ways. If the dev thing is totally different, if you do code, you can make a product or help company, whatever. But as a user, those who don't code, they can do trading, they can do, they can understand, and whatever they made, they are good at in their life, they can tokenize that also. And they can buy also for us, like, what to say, a kind of asset class. They can also invest their money in one asset class. Crypto may be the one of a kind of that asset class. So first you have to understand that. The technology you have to understand. It is not just like, okay, crypto है तो हम बस आज ही आए, आज ही करोड़पति बन गए. Please, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. ठीक है, ये चीज एकदम क्लियर करनी है. First you have to understand the technology. And whatever the Bitcoin is, not any other coin is, like Ethereum. Ethereum is a smart contract, dApps and DeFi. So don't compare each other coin. It is not that one is good or one is bad. Their use case is makes them. So if you want to onboard into crypto world, you have many ways. Like you can be dev, you can invest, you can trade, you can tokenize your ability. Like if you make some art or craft, you can sell via tokenizing.
Correct. Okay. So Mayur, like we heard from Rajni that you can make art. Okay, you can invest. Now I want you to touch on those points. What do you think? Just is it only investment? But from the career perspective, probably like many of us may not have the right direction or guidance. Okay.
Yeah.
Because most of us have this perception. Okay. Even I had the same perception that Bitcoin is blockchain. Okay. Bitcoin is the only thing in blockchain. So I think, what do you think? Yeah, because I never knew that, okay, there can be so many directions. Okay, there can be career opportunities also. Okay, so do you want to share what kind of career opportunities you have seen in India? Probably what growth have you seen in India or even in the global market? Maybe like a quick thing.
Yeah, so I totally understand your question, that how people who don't really know about Web3 can be involved into Web3 space and have some career options, as well as financial, they can seek financial freedom as well. But I don't personally recommend that, because crypto trading is the most volatile and risky thing that you can ever encounter in your life, because there are concept of DeFi, there are concept of meme coins. There are concept of scams, rug pulls, etc., etc. But the first thing, if you don't really know what the technology is, first thing is to get yourself educated. And to get started, there's only one thing that you should read, is that the white paper of Bitcoin, because it is the holy grail of the whole technology. It explains what the blockchain is, how it works, how the concept of double spending, the concept of security, how the transaction happens on the blockchain, and what really is the whole fundamental basics. Apart from that, I can also recommend some books. This is really great book. It is also written about the history of the cryptocurrencies as well as blockchain. It's called Digital Gold. It is written by New York Times author called Nathaniel Popper. So first of all, you have to read at least 3 months, dig deep into all of the books, all of the research, all of the content which is available on the internet. Get yourself educated about the technology. After that, after you become aware of the basics, there are so many options you can explore. First is you can be a researcher. You can research new ways where you can implement the technology. You can find new use cases. Second is you can become a content creator. You can write educational Twitter articles, or you can be publishing videos on Instagram. You can publish videos on YouTube, as well as write articles on Medium. And once you gain your initial community, then you can also be seeking opportunities to get paid from other different projects. The third thing is you can be an investor. But before being an investor, you just have to put in the risk that you can lose. Let's say you can lose $100. You should start your journey from $10 and see where that investment is taking you. After that, you can obviously apply all of the phenomena like DCA and averaging your position and stuff like that. Get into all the details like futures trading and all of that. But if you don't really know what the stock market is and how the trading works, you should never really invest a single dollar or even single rupee into crypto currencies. After that, you can be a marketer if you are, let's say, if you have good knowledge about how social media works, how to find target audience, how to build online communities. You can also go into marketing field if you are a developer. And if you are just really new, you don't really know or you don't really have any experience, you can participate into hackathons that Coinstore and other companies who are very reputable they usually host all of those hackathons. It could be online, it could be offline. You can participate into that. Apart from that, I guess you can also launch your own project if you are really, once you have that, once you have reached that level, right? So these are all the options that you can explore. But if you don't really have that cultural value, if you don't have the passion to connect with other people, you should have that passion to connect with other people, and that's how it will get you to your next point, because it's all about connecting the dots, Steve Jobs said, right? So I guess that's it.
Just want to add anything. Yeah, because Yash has been different. He has been playing different sides. Okay, because I know he has been himself is an entrepreneur. Okay, he is a good speaker. Plus, he also is into consulting. He's into development. Okay, and so he has played different roles. So probably you can also add.
I will keep it short. So first of all, who is new to Web3? We all need to understand Web3 is not crypto. Crypto is just a part of Web3. So it's not about money making and everything. Web3 is a bigger picture. Web3 is something sooner or later, if you are a consumer of Web3, but you will be consumer of Web3 after 10 years, 20 years. How many of you heard about CBDC? Okay, so it's a centralized currency from government, but building on blockchain. So it's a part of Web3. And if we were talking about its future. So let's imagine after 20 years, there is no hard cash. Only CBDC is there. So you are into Web3 or not, you are using Web3. So sooner or later, if we, when Web2 have arrived, USA and other world has accepted it earlier than us because of internet or connectivity or anything. So, as Rajni has said, we are facing some legal limitations in India. So, we would request government of India to not lose the Web3 race, because the all bright minds who are developing Web3 are majorly from India, but they are developing outside of India.
Yeah, in fact, India is the largest country, okay, to provide the talent pool. I don't know, you'll be really surprised to see these guys. Okay, if anybody has not heard about Web3, but it is the largest country. Okay, in terms of providing the talent pool.
Highest number of holders is in India, highest number of developers from India, highest number of projects launched, and in C-level executives are from India.
Yeah. So basically, if you see innovation, okay, innovation is the key here.
Exactly.
Because not everybody would look it as a career. Of course, career is a great opportunity, but I think I also want to add to Shashank also. But you want to finish anything? Or
yeah. So if you are thinking about Web3 as a career, take it. If, as Harsh said, there are some scams in crypto or something, any industry who is settling down with the legalities, it will have ups and downs. If you talk about stock market in 1980s, there were a lot of scams. So we are early. So who has made money in stock market in 1980s? We think, yeah, we should have been that time, so we would have made money. Right now we are in crypto. If we would not make money, our next generation will say, yeah, our grandfathers and fathers had a time, but we didn't take that opportunity.
I just want to add one thing what Yak said about the Indian brain. You must have heard the hi-fi blockchain, I think so.
Yes.
That is the first RWA tokenized thing. They tokenized whiskey. They tokenized whiskey, and the whole team is Indian, and the company is registered in USA. So please, Indian government, do something. All our talent is there.
No, of course. I think regulation is something which is still in the draft mode, what I can see. But let's wait and see how it is going to be. So Shashank, like we now spoke about the Web3 career opportunities, and there are different angles and different narratives are there. So what do you think from the innovator side? Okay, because there are a lot of innovators in Web3. Okay, they are coming with their own use case, utility. They're talking about metaverse. They're talking about AI, artificial intelligence. I just got to know about the project Gladiator, and then you also are part of Diamond Standard. Okay, so how blockchain and tokenization is helping the innovators, the founders? Okay, so what is the landscape? What is the growth opportunities here? Okay.
So the opportunities are endless. I'll start with a single line, future, the progress will be good, and the future will be bright, but it will have, and Yaksh already said, we had some scams in the previous as well. So future will be having some dark spots as well, and that is going to happen. But yeah, we can't restrict ourselves to just to those things, it is not right, or all in all, I can say innovation is the key in every area. If we talk about any area, we need to think differently. We have restrictions, right, in India. A lot of restrictions, government is making it a bit hard for us. But at the same time, if we talk about, let's say, we take some examples, banks are taking the initiatives to create private blockchains. We went to JFF this year, and there are a lot of talks about the forex transactions. Then JP Morgan and the NPCI is actually collaborating to create break the barriers of to reduce the friction that involved in the forex exchanges. So that is one of the thing. And apart from that, if he already said, CBDC is completely based on the same ecosystem. So that is something we need to look upon. Okay, we have restrictions, but how we can overcome this? That is the innovative thing we need to figure out. Along with the restrictions, we'll have to think about it. Let's say, if I put it into context in a very simple way, we had the same problem with us. When we think about, okay, now we have a thing that we have to develop, let's say like we need to make diamond as an investable commodity. But at the same time, the problem comes in that when we tokenize them, we'll have to make it as a currency sort of thing. And then we'll get involved in the legalization as well as the FEMA thing. And that will actually becomes a barrier for us, a big barrier. So at the same time, that commodity thought came to our mind. But then over the period of time, we think about, okay, we can make it as a commodity. That is not a currency. So now it becomes a commodity. So no FEMA and the legal authorities can ban us. And we can easily available into the current ecosystem in India as well. And as well as we can deal like across border as well. So as we can see, like Carrot, like the token currency that we have in the Diamond Standard is currently available on the exchanges as well with all the legal possibilities that we have implemented. So that is one of the things we all need to understand and we all need to figure out. I mean, like we can request to government, but yeah, at the same time, like we can't just depend on them. Like yeah, keep requesting at the same time. So both ends.
Yeah, correct. So yes, I think we have to really wait and watch. Okay, how is the final regulation is going to be? But at least we have some tax already. Okay, there are taxation policies which has already been implemented by the government for any profit or loss. Okay, I think that is something which they are clear. So they are not openly saying no. Okay, they are not openly saying no. They are. Yeah, it's going to take some time. Okay, it's going to take some time to even our community to accept it 100%. Okay, but yes, Mayur. So how is your experience when it comes to like the early adoption? Okay, so do you think early adoption is the game here in blockchain?
So like to get blockchain,
or are we very late right now in India? I'm talking about India. Yeah.
Yes, definitely we are late because from the developer and from the talent perspective, we are having like this initial brain drain where people who are building in Web3 are getting out of India. Like there are so many examples. Even I have worked with so many companies and projects who are registered in Dubai. So let's say like, the WazirX, right? So his founder, like, Nishchal is switching, or I would say pivoting to a new chain called Shardium. And he's like, he has having his, the whole company registered in Dubai. And they are also operating from Dubai because their, policy is like more crypto friendly, and they are allowing like new founders to explore more ways to, seek out new avenues. And also from the tax perspective, as an investor, it's really hard to be a long-term holder. I mean, publicly on the public front, right? And without declaring, your gains, if you are, trading from an exchange, you have to pay the 1% TDS. On top of that, like when you are filing your income tax, again 30%. So it's really hard. But we do really, from the government perspective, there has to be some changes and flexibility so that we can get to that mainstream mass adoption. On top of that, apart from the government side, I guess more mobile innovation needs to happen, because 90% of population in any country are mobile friendly. All the applications, all the dApps, you name it. But right now, if we get more deep into other aspects like DeFi, NFTs, if you are want to have a dApp, it's not very mobile friendly. I mean, they do have mobile applications and everything, but it has to feel like internet. Because when internet got into mainstream, nobody felt that okay, it's getting mainstream. It just happened with the fly, right? With the mobile revolution. So I guess that's the point.
Okay. So Yags, are you seeing this kind of change currently? I'm talking about in India, when you go to many universities or colleges, or you address so many meetups. Are you able to see a change before 5 years and now? Do you see a change in terms of people perception and understanding about the Web3 and how they take it?
So, frankly speaking, yes, I analyze the change, but not that much. What should be? So, if I want to find the problem, where the problem is into faculty and management. So they are not aware what is Web3, what impact it is, how they gonna translate to their students and everything. So even we where I stays in Vadodara, we are in Parul and all the engineering colleges, we are building a student club where we would be awareing people and tech guy about Web3. So it's all about exposure. Student wants exposure in their career, in their studying life. If they are not getting understand what is Web3, what are the opportunities, as we all say, Web3 is the highest paying industry right now. But our next generation don't know about it. They don't know. Even our next generation faculties don't know about it. So there is a big gap in faculties and students, but somehow the people like us need to spread the awareness, need to spread. So somehow the perspective of end user other than students have changed towards Web3 and crypto. Because like 6 months back, 8 months back, when Bitcoin was at $20,000 and when it touched 70,000 all-time high, I got a message and that we are the crypto guy. People send, oh, your Bitcoin is this. So people are following Bitcoin somehow, and after ETF approval and all, it has become a mainstream asset, crypto. But we all need to be aware and have a proper education, and we need to flow that education as well.
Yeah, this is a very good point what you mentioned, Yash. And in fact, I want Rajni to add here. Okay, so he just mentioned about ETF. Yeah. Okay, how many of you all have heard about ETF? Wow, many of you all. Okay,
it is Ahmedabad.
Yeah, it's Ahmedabad. Yeah, I think I will be late definitely knowing about the latest update, but not Ahmedabad. Okay, so yeah, Rajni, do you want to add anything about the ETFs? Okay.
Yeah, the ETF is a very good thing about the people who are not into crypto but wanted to be to invest in crypto, and they don't want to take all the hassle about making the hot wallet, cold wallet or anything. They just want to buy or invest in crypto and just take the profit. So this is where the ETF comes in. Like same as gold. I want gold, but I don't want to keep the gold, or I want some portion of gold, but I don't want to keep in the house. I have to go to the bank to keep it. So better I will keep the gold ETF. Same thing happens with this Bitcoin ETF and Ethereum ETF. Now maybe in future the Solana ETF will come, or many more. We don't know how the SEC will go forward. But it is very good thing if you want to buy a portion of, and I know in Ahmedabad everyone is into stocks, but not in India. But if you have access of US stock exchange, then you can buy Bitcoin and Ethereum in form of ETFs. But the only thing with knowing crypto and then buying or while ETF is the fees. The fees is high, so keep that in mind. So if you really want to buy crypto, the same thing happens. If you don't have the crypto or own the crypto, it is not yours. It is just a telling, the fees is high. That is what we are always calculating, how much we make the profit.
Yeah. I think you really explained ETFs quite well. Like there are BTC ETFs and Ethereum ETFs, and in future there will be many. Can you, Shashank, would you like to give short about what created the hype of ETFs? What created the hype of ETFs? Before even we have this hype of cryptocurrencies or Web3, why suddenly it's a hype now? ETFs. Who and what is who are the players behind this ETFs?
So basically, what I can look so far, as per my understanding, I might be not completely aware about it. So in general, what I can say is US government sort of trying to accept the blockchain and its currency, all its entities, or they are not supporting it in other ways as well. So they are trying to found let's say a bridge between both of the let's say anomalies or the theories right now. That's where this ETF thing is actually came into the picture. That's what they are thinking right now. And if I try to put an example along with that, like we have talked about like USDC, USDT. If we talk about, let's say, USDC is actually backed, or like is an equivalent of like US dollars. But eventually the real value which is backed by USDC is actually US Treasury bonds, and is completely managed by the BlackRock, the asset management firm. So ultimately, government is trying to like control that thing, which is like trying to avoid the variable thing that is happening with that. But at the same time, like in some cases where they have like unknowns and anonymous things, so they're trying to avoid those things as well. So this how like ETF is one of the, let's say, effort by the government, by US government, not I guess in India right now. Yeah.
Only 7.
So that's what like I think US trying to achieve with that ETF.
Yeah, I think you just mentioned about BlackRock. So Mayur, you want to add anything here?
Yeah, definitely. We just addressed the elephant in the room, because we have to accept that we are living in a capitalist world. Like everything comes down to one single fact, which is making money or either losing it. Because like, I've been doing some really deep research. I've been using some tools like on-chain tools, like, measuring all the activities and like where actually the financial flow is like it taking place. So there are two major players. First is definitely BlackRock. I mean, the investment firms like, BlackRock, VanEck, as well as Fidelity Investments. And, there are other names as well, which are from the USA. The other factor is the Southeast Asia and especially China. Because, if you compare both of their, I mean, there's this concept, like, since we are talking about the financials and like, why the interest into the ETF have like spiked. The first thing is because like BlackRock and the other investment firms have actually realized that the, liquidity is, if we don't control this, the whole narrative, then, we are going to be dried out by the other, let's say, either the countries, either the governments, or either, potential investors. And China is like really, I would say, smart when it comes to like, making decisions about where to like, navigate their whole financial situation. Because if you have heard about this guy, his name is Ray Dalio. And he has given this, principle, it's called changing world order. So what happened is like, from the 1960s until 2010, like everything that, every major event, every major innovation, every major technology that happened in the USA. Either it could be like, as silly as, finding out about the UFOs, or let's say, inventing technology like internet, the computers, the silicon chips, everything like, in terms of technology that happened in the USA. But right now that order is changing, and it's, every new innovation is taking place into China or either, Asia. So that's why it's just all like, the competition game, and they just want to like, the big players want to control like, the narrative. So that's why like, the investment, they basically created this, artificial hype around the other investors who don't really know about like, the fundamentals of the Web3 and, all the digital assets. So I guess that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah. So like you mentioned that, it's like an elephant in the room. Okay. So yes, what do you think? We spoke about BlackRock and even other entities like JP Morgan, even they are also coming into ETFs. Okay. And there are many, many popular ones now. So do you think these are the same giants of Web2? Like which we have like Facebook or Google, or people have this misconception?
No, that's true. So actually, if you understand the Bitcoin white paper, and then when you listen about the Bitcoin ETF, you will understand both are contradictory. Bitcoin is all about decentralization. And here through ETF, we are going to centralization, which government gonna control. So technically it's a contradictory actions, but somehow it brings more liquidity into the system. And ultimately no government wants to lose the control on finances. That's the biggest fight of Web3 decentralization and governments. So if I was talking about CBDC, so let's suppose our all money is in a not hard cash and CBDC. After 20 years, COVID-like situation comes and government put the condition on software that money can only be spent on grocery, nothing else. You cannot spend. Whereas it's your money. So that's the fight Bitcoin has started, the decentralization. So somehow we are standing in between of something that we want to grow, then we are selecting the centralization path as well, and we are fighting for decentralization as well. So in near 5 to 10 years, we will be somehow making a space for decentralization as well as some involvement of centralization.
Okay. So I think I'm going to shift from ETF to probably metaverse and gaming. So what are your thoughts about it? The metaverse and gaming. So how it complements each other?
Frankly speaking, gaming itself a biggest industry. Like when a PS5 new game launches, it makes more money than highest Hollywood movies. So gaming is a very big industry. Frankly speaking, what is happening in Web3 gaming, we are not focusing on gaming experience. We are not focusing on player who want to play the game. We are focusing on incentivizing them. So I'm not playing game because I'm liking it. I'm playing game because it will give me $5, $10. The way, if you have heard about what happened with hamster. So let's suppose I want to play the game. So I have worked 9 to 5. I'm exhausted. I want to freshen up my mind or divert something. Then I will select some game which will make me fresh. I will play FIFA or something. Let's suppose there is one game. If I play 1 hour, it will get $20. After getting exhausted, I will be focusing on getting freshen up or $20. So in Web3, we developers need to understand gaming experience is the key. That game gonna survive long. Otherwise, only incentivizing game will run for 6 months, 1 year, then it will get somewhere it will get ends. And for metaverse, how many have seen the movie One Player? Ready Player One, yeah. So it somehow represents what metaverse gonna give us, but we are so far away in terms of hardware, in terms of internet speed, many things, but we have started. 80 to 90% things what we are doing in metaverse, actually it's a AR VR thing, but somehow we have connected it to the crypto to make a narrative that it's a metaverse game or metaverse or something. But we need metaverse as humans are becoming lazy and we don't want to go out. So metaverse is gonna become a mainstream. But somehow Mark Zuckerberg has also diverted his focus from Meta to somewhere else because he thought it's so early. If we talk about the grocery apps right now, whether it is Blinkit or Big Basket, in 2006-07 there were a lot of players, but it was not the right time. We didn't had apps, internet and everything. Right now it's a mainstream thing. So I think metaverse gonna play a role in around 30, 35, 40.
Yeah, I think very valid point and good insights also. So I'll ask Rajni. Rajni, do you think there is an age barrier for accepting or even participating in metaverse or any gamify project?
No.
Is there an age barrier? Because,
no,
because
not
there are,
at all.
Yeah, because we have different age groups in this room and India population.
I know many dadis who play games so well. Even I am like, I don't know anything. I have to learn from them. It is just like if you see, it is same thing like sports. Youngs are not doing and old are doing. Sometimes olds are not doing it and young and kids are doing it. It is same thing. It is just that what is your interest actually. If you are interested, age doesn't matter at all. And in these times, nobody is like bounded by ki, now I am like 60-year-old and I am not doing this. So age is not the barrier. It is just the experience what you are
It's
getting.
the experience, and
Yeah.
I think probably like Mayur, like you mentioned that you were in Dubai. Okay, you have seen different projects, innovation very closely, and Dubai is one of the hub. Probably India may not be at the level right now. Okay, I'm sure it will outbid any other country also in when it comes to development and accepting innovation. So, we heard that incentivizing. Okay, have you seen in real? Maybe you don't want to quote example. You can just probably give. Don't want to quote any name. It's fine. Okay, but. Is this a myth or is it real that yes, with gaming, okay, you can earn money, or you can also upgrade yourself and participate in this sharing economy, okay, or is it difficult?
No, it's really true that Web3 gaming, like 95% of players who are playing Web3 games, they are in it for the money. And the good example of this is Indonesia, right? Because if you have heard about this game called Axie Infinity, so there's this whole documentary on YouTube how the whole youngsters and the whole majority of the population, even the people who are not having any job or who are not in the age of, let's say, youngsters, they are also playing those games just because of the fact that they can make money out of it. And the developers are earning money from that because of the royalties and the trading volume and etc. etc. On top of that, the second big fact that I can explain is that I'm sure you must have heard about this venture studio called Animoca Brands. It's like one of the biggest Web3 gaming studio as well as venture capital firm. So in 2022, they have started one, fund where they sort of promised that they will be investing, 100 million every year into Web3 gaming. And they started out basically with 200 million. And right now they are sitting at 1.3 trillion. And under their, portfolio, there are more than 500 different Web3 games. And all of them are play to earn, having this play to earn aspect. As it's not always about the money, but there are also some gaming companies who care more about the user experience, who care more about education aspect, because the blockchain gaming is at least somewhat different, not the gaming experience, but the how you interact within the game, the ownership of the gaming assets, the involvement of the token and everything. But majority of the the players in the Web3 games are in it for the financial incentives. Yeah.
So those gaming developers who gonna focus on gaming experience with incentivizing, those gonna win.
Yeah. So how many of y'all are into gaming? How many of y'all? Gaming. Okay, nice. Rest, you have not played anything like Web2 games? How many have played Web2 games on mobile? On mobile, you must be playing everyone. Okay, great. Candy Crush. Ludo, I think very famous. So, where do you see the growth, Shashank? Do you see India is also growing in terms of gamify sector?
Yeah, totally. Basically, the area has been evolved a lot. Now we are just not talking about the games NFS and Counter Strike. Now we are talking about the edu content as well. The educational thing is also being gamified. We can see in our day-to-day lives, the younger generation is learning things in a much more interesting way. So that is one aspect of gaming. In every aspect of life, we are seeing the content is being gamified to present the thing in a more interactive way. So yeah, it totally worth it. And let's say we can think about like new horizons as well. Like everybody is like innovating in the gaming experience. So like everybody has said, like the experience is the key. But yeah, along with that, like we wanted to talk about like a lot of Candy Crush and Ludo, chess.
Yeah. And then like, you mentioned about Indonesia. Honestly, just to share with you, even I was also surprised, to see a big shift which is happening in India also in the gaming space. And the reason is today's topic is about the future economy. So future economy is not only just trading. I'm talking about the career perspective and where this economy is shifting. You won't believe, in India, I see esports happening. Esports. I mean, can you think of this word esports? How many would have heard this word? Yeah. UAE is hosting. In India also you see competition. Like it's not 1 day or 2 days competition. It is like a month competition where they are selecting the best players. From different parts of the cities. And they are calling them. Making them play esports. People are getting trained in that. So with this, probably we covered many aspects of the tokenization, blockchain, and how it is helping the economy. But now it's time for the audience. Probably we might not take many questions, but yeah, we can have like 3 or 4 questions. Who would want to go first?
We are taking all the positive scenarios, but I think there may be some threats also. Like if you are allowing currency to across borders, so there may be a threat like terror funding or something. So do you have any thoughts over there?
Ukraine war. Anyone wants to do it? Yeah. Okay. So terror funding, scams, anything gonna happen, whether it is crypto, whether it is fiat, whether it is anything else, just the mode of terror funding or mode of transaction of the currency would be changed. So if scam happens in crypto, we blame crypto, we start blaming crypto. But every day, Indian rupee scams also happens. So scamming is a different thing, and the mode we are using is a totally different thing. Yes, but we all need to agree, as it is a decentralized, there are more chances of getting scammed or anything. Even I have faced many incidents when I have paid and then they blocked me, and many incidents. So it's all about awareness. We all need to be aware what steps we need to take and what precautions we need to take to not get into more scams or something in this industry. But yes, we cannot disagree with the fact that it is easy to scam compared to fiat or something, and as it is not that traceable, if we transfer in Web3 wallet or something, then we need to double check that.
The thing is, the good thing about crypto is there is time stamping and the trail is there. Where the money has gone. In fiat, you can't do that. The good thing is that. And the bad is the person, not the means. It is always happens is the thing is people are bad. Their mindset is bad, not the means. So everywhere there are scams or terror funding or whatever. That is why we need regulation. Without regulation, see the Ukraine war, the Russia-Ukraine war, all the funding the Ukraine got is via crypto. As soon as that exchanges know about that, the government told them to stop their transaction. And same happened with Israel and Philistine war. Same thing happened. So at least there is a trail. You can trace the money. In fiat, even you can't do that. Yes.
Correct. How many of you have seen Article 370? Yeah. So if you remember, they were sending money to POK through almonds and cashew.
Correct.
So there is a way. People will find the way. We all need to be aware.
True. Even barter is the way. Any other question?
One question to Mr. Saksena. Like you are told about the NPA and tokenization or Bitcoin blockchain to the NPA accounts, because I am a lawyer. I deal with the bank, and I also want to know how the NBFCs now NPAs are increasing. So how this can be the connection between these companies with NPA and the blockchain maker or tokenization and all this thing.
So basically, like what bank does is like whenever they have a threshold of NPA, they actually try to sell their NPAs at discounted rates to some other firms. So that is what happened actually right now with each and every bank. They have to disclose their NPAs, and once the threshold is crossing, RBI force them to keep it down. So what we can do with this use case is like right now it's a traditional route, like government has some regulations, RBI has some regulations, so you can sell those NPAs to some certain regulatories or some certain banks, and nobody is going to pay the 100% amount. So let's say if we are talking about, let's say HDFC Bank is having some NPAs outside India. So there are regulations that we have seen, like apart from Indian regulations, the cross-border regulations comes into the scene. Once it can be established with a blockchain network, which is a decentralized thing that we are talking all together. So once it comes into the blockchain system, it has to be tokenized. And that token can have some regulations, but it will be less frictionless in compared to the traditional routes. So that's where the benefits comes into the picture. So the HDFC can get less discount, can sell their NPAs at less discounted rates. So they'll get more money. So that is win-win for everyone in certain ways. I understand. Sorry question.
Are there such liquidators in the market right now doing such thing?
Right now, to tokenize the debt is something which is happening on the papers right now. Some big, let's say, asset management firms are trying to implement that. But it is right now on the debt level. Tokenize the debt.
Tokenizing the debt. Okay. Any AMC names?
We can talk it. One of them is JP Morgan,
okay,
which is mainly working in Europe, or some of them Credit Suisse is also trying to implement that thing.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other question? Okay. Yeah, this is the last question.
So, hello. Yeah. So, thanks, Mayur and Yax for pointing out the Bitcoin white paper, because it's really a good start. Okay. So my question is, you mentioned a Bitcoin white paper, so Bitcoin as a payment gateway, but you emphasize on a Bitcoin as a commodity, Bitcoin as as an investment option. So what is your honest take on that? Because what I see, Bitcoin is a payment, not as an investment, and that is how Satoshi Nakamoto has written it, right? So what's your take on that? And as far as government is concerned, we have UPI. This is the finest in the world, right? So that's why my question comes: how do you see Bitcoin as a payment mode or as a commodity?
To understand that, we need to understand our history. So before having fiat currencies, what was we have started as a barter. Then we started using gold coins as a currency. At that time, no one was thinking about a gold coin as a commodity. So gold was, I'm giving you one coin, I will be getting something else. But it is a limited, it has its value, it has its uniqueness. That's why with the time, gold has getting appreciated. So that's what exactly happening with the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a decentralized currency where we will be able to do something else. But the way Forex people earns the money by arbitraging the currency, that's how FTX founder has earned his fortune by arbitraging Bitcoin through USA to other country. So Bitcoin is not an investment instrument. It's a payment instrument, but somehow it has a very good appreciation. So people are using it as an investment instrument. Like everyone in this room, as we are Indian and even maximum are Gujarati, we would be holding gold. So gold has become the valuable commodity. That's the way Bitcoin will be. So somehow, if I personally say what I'm thinking, after 10, 20 years, Bitcoin will not the instrument of payment the way gold has changed, and Bitcoin will become an instrument of investment.
Any follow-up question?
Yeah. So I personally work with a fintech, so I know what we are discussing right now. So like you emphasize on a Bitcoin as a commodity. That's how my question came, right?
So personally, I don't emphasize, but it gonna happen that way. That I'm
correct. Right. So, but we are right now, this is I consider this a educational kind of information.
Absolutely.
So, right. So we need to emphasize people that this is not that way right now, because like you rightly mentioned that there are so many scams happening in the crypto.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. My this is not a follow-up question, but I just want to correct something over here. India is adopting blockchain and Web3 both, but just remove crypto part of that. Yes. In fact, he is my friend, and we have just done a POC with Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation for TDR certificate in a blockchain.
Awesome.
Right. So my point is, yes, we are adopting a blockchain, we are adopting a Web3, but just remove the crypto part of it. Right. We are adopting a tokenization. In fact, TDR certificates was a tokenized asset. Right. Just remove the crypto from the use case, and then government will approach you. You can easily do those things. So that's my point is.
So as I mentioned earlier, Web3 is not crypto. Crypto is just a part of Web3. If you guys are aware or not, have you heard about SMS DLT? So whatever SMS you receive, like if you got SMS from Bank of Baroda, so BOB, BNK, 6 character. So before 3 years, government had started storing that on Bitcoin. On blockchain. So government is using blockchain in many way. But yeah, so it's not that's what I have said. We all need to understand whether you will become a user of blockchain or not. You will indirectly gonna use blockchain in 10 years. So it will become a mainstream, whether we adopt directly or indirectly. And as you mentioned that it's an educational purpose. So if you guys want to invest in crypto, Bitcoin is the safest investment other than other altcoins. But I personally not advising to invest in anything. Please do your own research. Understand, like if you want to invest anywhere, don't go with the flow. Understand, take your time, get the knowledge, and then start investing with the small amount.
Okay, I think we definitely going to have more discussion, okay, because we have sumptuous dinner which is planned for everyone, okay. So please, I know you would be having some important meetings or your personal plans. It's Saturday, I'm really sorry, but I would really be happy to see each one of you all here, to do further networking, okay. We will have another probably in 30 minutes, we will have our dinner probably ready. Okay, so we still have time for another 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You all can do networking, talk to each other, because this is educational offline meet. I want you all to know more about our industry experts, and also there are many experts who are sitting here in front of me, so you all can mingle around each other. Okay, it can help you in your project. It can, any insight can help you probably in your career, or any insight can help you probably whatever you're doing right now, whether it's a Web 2 or whether it's Web 3, because what I understand is Web 3 is all about decentralization. And I think if we have to grow this industry, decentralization, then we all have to support as a community. Of course, you all have to be part of it. You don't have to pay anything from your pocket to be part of it. Okay, you can talk to each other, you can join their community, you can follow them on LinkedIn, you can follow on Twitter, you can join Telegram group, you can join Discord group. There are many things which you can do, to help and make your understanding better. Okay, which is I think we all have to learn from here. Okay, so by this I would like to thank each one of you all, okay, to be such a wonderful panelist, and guys, please give a round of applause. Okay, I think it was a very long session. Okay, thank you so much. Can we click a picture? Yeah.